It's the 28th of April 2015. I'm here with Liam Blake, and Liam is about to start his video diary for Unit 1, developing the technique for performance. Liam and I have had a little session last week and one the week before, and Liam, you now feel confident, don't you, to start your diary and just demonstrate the skills that you've picked up so far. Yeah. Okay? So before I do that, what I'm going to ask you to do is, we had a little session before, didn't we, about practice routines and memory. So you made some notes on the sheet in front of you, so just, in your own words, just refer to those. And I want you to explain how participation in practice sessions can improve your skills and the kinds of techniques you can use to develop your performance skills.
What's the first bit again?
Identify how participation in practice sessions can improve your skills.
Because practice makes perfect. If you repeat something over, constantly repeating something, it just becomes second nature, doesn't it?
Okay, yeah, that's right. And what's that one called?
That's
what's that referred to?
Muscle memory.
Good.
Procedure memory.
That's right. Yeah.
Same so riding a bike or driving.
Yeah, that's the one.
Guitar.
Yeah. So, in your own words, just to explain that to me, you pretty much hit the nail on the head there.
Say like you couldn't lift a certain weight at the gym, so you do lighter weights and you practice the movement and slowly build it up, and then it becomes second nature to like lift that weight. Like your body could possibly like do it already. It's just that you need to like train yourself to do it, like a baby walking.
Mm-hmm.
A few times we'll stand up and fall down and walk around while holding on to things.
Yeah.
But practice and practice, they'll...
And eventually that baby grows up to be a child and then an adult, and then it doesn't fall over when it walks, yeah? It's thinking about what it's going to have for tea or what its mates are doing, whatever it is, yeah? So quite right. So as musicians, we pick up these little habits and they form into our muscle memory, okay? But the problem with muscle memory, as we discussed before, is that if you make a mistake, you need a point of reference to get back in, because sometimes you can experience like a choke or a freeze, and it's like a missing link in a chain. Suddenly your brain's no reference, okay? So there's a couple of other techniques we can use to aid our muscle memory. Do you want to just explain those in your own words?
Well, there's visual. If you have it there in front of you, how can you forget it?
Mm-hmm. So it gives you a different point of reference, doesn't it? That's the important thing. It's using a different point of the brain.
Yeah.
So what examples would you have?
Well, I can say you was playing the piano, for instance.
Mm-hmm.
Could have a piano score, or even tab if you could play off that. Same with like guitar and sort of other things. Like lyrics as well. If when someone's practicing lyrics, they'll probably refer to the actual lyrics quite a lot before they actually have the memory just to do it without.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another way.
Yep.
Practicing from multiple points, because if you forget a part and then you're not very familiar where the different sections of the music are, or maybe say you'd be okay if you you forget the last word in the verse, because then it's the chorus and that's a pretty easy point of reference. But like if you start the verse and then you fail, or not fail, you forget your lines, or you forget which part you should be playing. Say you was in a band, you could refer to the beat or the other people that are playing along and find a key point in, like, say, the instrumental or a new bar of music that comes in to then restart instead of having to just stop.
Fantastic, yeah. I couldn't have put it better myself. And the good thing as well, you're thinking about music as a wide-ranging thing. You're not just thinking about Liam Blake's music, you're thinking about all the different roles you could undertake. It's really good, really in-depth. It's really good work. Just out of interest, do you do that yet? Either consciously or unconsciously. So if you froze on stage, do you have a point of reference where you could just jump back in?
I've done it before.
But not necessarily intentionally.
Well, at the time, it was a talent show, a school talent show, and I forgot my lyrics. And because I'd not really practiced much, I weren't really expecting much to come out of it. It was more, I'll do it because it's something there to do.
Yeah.
Didn't really put much effort in, but I said, oh, put the beat back, I'll do it again. But nowadays, I'll listen to a beat quite meticulously, so I know where the different instruments are, and like I'll use that as a reference to how I write my lyrics, because I tend to write them to match like the drum pattern or the way the bass is being played, or just to fit the tone or the melody of the song in some cases.
Yeah, that's really astute on several levels. That's really great. I couldn't have put it better myself, mate. Really good stuff. It's great that you were aware that you can link your lyrics with like a bass drum pattern or something, and it will enhance the music, rhythmically. That's really good. Really good that you're aware of that, and you're also aware of these different areas you can use to help you out on stage, when you're practicing as well. Okay, that's really good. I want you to do some demonstrations for me now, okay? So you've understood the theory of like chord movements and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do for quite a while, and you've obviously been able to play piano by ear.
Yeah.
But now you've learned how to play the scale, but with the correct fingering as well, haven't you? The C major scale. So do you want to just demonstrate that for me first, with the right hand to start with?
Well, it's like fairly simple. You just.
Excellent. Okay. And now with the left hand, and I'll just give you a little bit of feedback. Okay, a couple of things I've observed there. All technically perfect. The first one, because it's easy and you know it really well and you're confident, you just rushed it a little bit.
Yeah.
It's important not to rush. With the left hand, you were concentrating more, and it was really perfect. What I'm on about here is getting the notes really slow and even and completely full, so there's no gaps in between. Because if we practice too fast, we actually can't play it. If we practice a lot slower, we can play a lot faster. That's the secret to playing fast, is practicing slow. As you probably know from rapping, actually, if you've got like a lot of syllables in a short amount of time, have you gone through it slowly and then built it up? You've probably done that before.
I do it but like different ways every time. I've done where I'll write it to a slower beat, or if it's double speed, I'll write it at half speed.
Oh yeah, that's really clever.
Yeah.
Really clever. Well done. Okay. Exactly the same again in the key of G, please.
G. Slow it down.
Yep, well done. And the same again with the left hand. Just go again from that left hand thumb, just descend for me. Well done. Well done. Again, perfect. Perfect musically. A little bit of advice for you on the technique though. Try and have your fingers touching the keys already. It sounds a bit cheesy, but try and feel like the keys are part of your hand and your fingers are just weighting down on top of those keys. Okay, really good though, really good. Okay, if you could do the key of D for me now as well.
That's wrong, isn't it?
Yep. Good, well done, well done. It's really good that you're using your ears and you're not just rushing it and guessing. It's really good, mate, well done. And with the left hand as well.
Is that right?
That's it, yeah.
Did that.
Well done, well corrected. Yep, that was it. That was it, yeah. One of the main areas you need to work on now is just getting those fingers in a nice, comfortable position. You're really solid on your theory, aren't you? And you're starting to get good on the practical side of it now, so don't let the technique slip.
I try not to think too much when I do it, you know, like trying to out or anything, just so I can try and...
Yeah, I can see you. You're almost feeling it, aren't you? You're feeling your way through it. It's really good. It's really good, mate. That's the kind of stuff you can't teach, really, is natural aptitude. You're making really great progress. Okay, so the last scale I want you to do now for the time being is your A major.
Is it different to that?
Sorry, yeah, just exactly the same. Keep going around the circle of fifths, so one more black note this time. Nearly. It's the right note, that's it. Well done, well done. Well done. Superb. And just for the left hand. Well done. Excellent. Okay. And you're feeling pretty comfortable with the theory aspect of it, aren't you? The circle of fifths.
Yeah.
And you understand that the chord numerals and do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, it's all the same, just the letters will change depending on what key you're in. Yeah. And that's just a reference so we can communicate with each other. The listener just hears 1, 4, 5. Yeah?
I'm pretty good up to like B.
Up to B, yeah.
I guess. I could probably do, I could do that, probably up to C. Or F.
Now then, if you just have a look at the circle of fifths here, if you look at it from C, if you go in left rather than right, you're going to go round in fourths. If you look at the key signature, there's only one added black note each time. So that's why we have sharps and flats. So you can go around that way, and you don't end up with double sharps around the bottom end. Okay, so that key is as easy as that one. So you're saying you can probably do up to B, well that's great, because that's nearly all of it. Because if you can go up to B, that means you can do it the other way as well with the same amount of black notes, and you've only got one key left. Yeah, so you made a lot of progress there in a short amount of time. Any final comments or questions or anything, Sam? I'm really happy with the progress you're making.
I'm happy also.
Yep. The crucial thing as well is you understand the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. So, actually, I'd like you to demonstrate this now for the camera. You know the tone, semitone, tone, semitone thing?
Yeah.
We've got it written down there from earlier. If you could just pick a key at random. Now, if you can work out, sorry, not that one, that's C, any other key. Another student did that the other day. Any key but C, or G or D or A, the ones we've not done. Just a key at random that's not too easy. Okay, what have you gone for there? E? Okay. Now, without referring to the circle of fifths, I just want you to go tone, semitone, tone, semitone. Well, the notes were right, yeah. And then you need the tuck there, well done, yeah. Superb. Well done. Well done. Making great progress. The crucial thing is you understand this do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. If you could play all your scales and you couldn't understand that, you would have an issue. Yeah? But you're doing great. Really great work. So you can now pick any note, white or black, play the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, then you take your first, third and fifth, there's your chord, and then you keep that pattern going, you've got all the chords in that key. Yeah? You happy with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Good work, mate. You're doing really well. Keep it up.
Cheers.